Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DND404. I am your DM, Tony. And join with me today are the other 3 N64 games in my bottom drawer dressers. Fellas, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves, starting with the Jared.
What's going on, guys? Armos checking in. Still sick, but still here. I'd have to say my game of choice. It's kind of a twofer because they're both kind of the same game. GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Those were my go-tos. They're basically the same game, but those were my most played for sure.
I mean, classic choice though.
Yeah, I mean, you have to throw it in there. So
were you saying 2 then each? Because I got a few I could drop 2.
Dude, I got another one that I could throw in there, but I'm sure it's gonna get
backups on
picked.
backups.
That was the safest choice I ever heard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, what do you got?
Hello, everybody. My name is Dan. I play Minnis PebbleWalker, your tiny little Swarmkeeper Ranger, and I am the Banjo-Kazooie of this podcast. Getting remastered soon, so I thought I'd bring it back up.
Very nice.
That's such a good one. That was my second favorite, Dan, by the way.
Ooh, didn't steal anyone's. All right. I'm excited to hear Alex.
My name is Alec. I play Drell of the Ashborn, and the easiest answer is NFL Blitz. NFL Blitz.
Wow.
I still play it to this day. There's nothing more fun than just like hanging out in a garage with your boys, drinking some beers, and playing NFL Blitz.
You can't not get hyped playing that game. I used to have it for PlayStation and would play it all the time, and we would be throwing controllers at each other. It was great.
Yep.
So just before this, Alec was like, you're never going to guess it. Blitz 2000, like, burned in my console how much I fucking played that shit.
Well, it's a different game.
NFL Blitz is the one that came out. NFL Blitz 2000 is the one that came out for N64.
No, NFL Blitz is the one that came out for N64.
With the blue cartridge?
It changes. What are you talking about? Literally look it up. It's N64 NFL Blitz. You can buy it right now on Amazon for $58.98.
Great cartridge.
Crazy.
Blitz. Yeah, this is Blitz 2000, I believe.
No.
There's another one. Blitz 2000.
There is a second one.
There is a Blitz 2000. But yeah.
It's different.
Oh, it is different.
Dude's trying to school me on my own favorite game.
I was trying to school you.
This is why he doesn't get invited to Mexico.
Oh, here we go.
All right, what about you, Tony?
Well, what a great segue. My favorite game would have to be Conker's Bad Fur Day.
That was a good one.
I almost said that.
One of the most controversial games ever coming out.
Which really wasn't like it. If you look at it nowadays, like it was like you had to be in a back alley of a Blockbuster to get that game. If you look at that game now, it is such a joke how mediocre it is. Like as far as like ratings and stuff like that. But
I would say the real harshness of the jokes came in the multiplayer games on the N64. Like, I don't even know if I want to say the mini games on the podcast. We'll talk about it in the after show, maybe. I don't know if I want to say them here because like some of them were really bad. I would say the N64 version.
Yeah. My runner up was Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, my runner up was Mario Kart.
Well, we'll break this down more in the after show as well because we've got a lot of them we could go over.
True. This is an endless, timeless topic that we could talk about. Now you know the deal. Before we roll for the recap, we're going to do the rundown. And today's rundown is brought to you by Dan.
Hello, everybody. I'm doing the rundown today, and I want to remind people that you can link your Discord to your Patreon. That's correct. Not everybody has linked their Discord to their Patreon, so I wanted to say that. I also wanted to mention that we just released our quarterly loot box. This time was the Minnis Spring Box, so there were a lot of goodies to do with Sid, some of his nature abilities, and some of the equipment that he's gotten over the years, we'll say. And we're going into Armos loot box next, so if you want to be a part of that, go on to patreon.com/DND404. DND44. It's our new sub podcast.
Buying the domain now.
Yeah, buying it right now. And go check out all the tiers. We got some really, really fun tiers that give you very exclusive deals that nobody else does the way we do. So I'm excited to see you over there when you join the community.
And the next loot boxes are going to be so good.
Jared's been working on this for months.
ready to go. You will not. You will be blown away. You will be blown away. I'm telling you right now.
I'm excited. You know what else I'm excited for is the roll for recap. Let's roll it, Tony.
All right. You know the deal. I'm going to go ahead and roll a giant foam D4 that was half eaten by my bunnies, where I am number 1. 2 is Alec.
That's
3
right.
is Dan. And 4 is Jared. So how would you like me to roll it today?
Kick it. Kick it into the door.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Kick it. Oh, man.
Bro, he
You
doesn't need
stand
to
up
pull a
and kick it.
hammy
Get
right
your
before.
bunions up and let's go. Dude, I've been roasting Tony since I got back.
I'm just a sick little guy, too. We can't.
I know. That was a good kick.
Nice.
Ooh, that was a good kick. I'm happy with
That was a
everything.
really good kick.
I'm happy with everything. It landed in the camera, bounced off the wall.
Yeah,
and
that was your
also
best one yet.
A tote box over there. Ooh,
Oh,
it's a 3.
It is
Yes,
a 3.
Dan. Haha, get fucked.
That hasn't been Tony in a long time. This is getting suspicious.
Everything's been on camera, bro.
All right. Alec, how do you want me to do this recap today?
I want you to say it all backwards.
And then when you play it in reverse, the forward way that is actually the reverse of the backwards way I just did it, it sounds like this. Last time on DND404, these 4 adventurers put on the SOS helmets and found themselves face to face with a Hydra monstrosity. Is this the Hydra that Minnis has been chasing his entire life? It may very well be, but I'm just going to say right now it's actually scarier than we expected from the get-go. Now, we thought we were going to really have a hard time with this, not going to lie, but Armos decided to hurl the entire Hydra through hell, and what that meant was all the Hydras that were around the island in the water all over the place, probably miles and miles away from each other, all of a sudden got sucked into this portal, hurled through hell, and then back right in front of us with the Bloodshard Island. And if that wasn't exciting enough, Armos also just pulled out another spell out of his ass, portaled the hell over there, smacked a blood shard, destroying one Hydra head, and that's where we find ourselves today. Play the intro, Bard.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the world of Humbrea, featuring 3 first-time adventurers and 1 very patient DM. This is D&D 404. Fellas, boyos, welcome to session 96. The last we left off was Armos smacking one of the giant blood shard clusters on the now half-sunken island of blood shards in the middle of the ocean, just offshore of the Kambuki Isles. And when he absorbed that blood shard with his tome, he went to the realm of Bailun, standing on top of a blood-soaked pedestal high in the sky over the blood ocean, with his tome absorbing the energy into the blood well. And standing in front of him was a cloaked figure with a ruby red gauntlet made of blood shards facing you. And through the darkness of the cloak, you see these large tiefling horns with slick back hair staring at you through the veil of darkness. He takes a step closer, and now Armos, you know who this is. You look to your left, you also see the silhouette of Reginald in his true demon form, standing very tall, as high as the pedestal, gargantuan demon, but it looks like he's cowering a little bit. You see that his arms are more in front of himself. His 7 wings are wrapped in and coiled closer to his body than they normally are. Whenever you see him in this form, you know that he has more of a menacing stature to him, more of a menacing presence. But now he seems a little scared as a Christo is approaching towards you.
You don't have to bring me here every time. Like, I'm already on the quest. This could be more of like a business, you know what I mean? Like, this doesn't need to be more of a personal matter. Let's just get going.
It seems I may have underestimated your abilities in regards to slaying my precious guardian. You see that as he walks closer to you, the darkness is no longer covering his body. You see a full-fledged tiefling face, and he looks very similar to you. He looks like a more distinguished version of you. Everything kind of looks the same, except he's not wearing any clothes outside of the cloak. His unmentionables are covered, but except for the ruby red gauntlet that seems to mold perfectly into his flesh. That creature was never meant to be found by you. A personal engine, if you will, to sustain my presence here. And now and he pokes you, and it burns. It's searing into your flesh. You feel your blood boil a little bit. You're not supposed to take down my guardian.
What do you expect me to do? You want me to go get blood shards? I'm getting you blood shards. That's our deal, and expect more. And then I'm like, kind of like, how do I get out of here? Let's go. I'm just like impatient with him.
As he's staring into you and he sees you're impatient, how patient you're being, I will say this is not great news, but even in this disparity, you have delivered something so perfect, giving me the greatest news, delivering so much more than I could ever hoped from our deal. Something so pure. He gestures out into the blood red sky where these dark clouds over it, they begin to shift and move out of the way. And that's where we're going to end your initiative. While you're still there, we're going to go ahead and move to the next initiative, which I believe is Minnis. Yeah, so you're initiative 18. We're going to go all the way back to the top of the round and initiative 23. Minnis, you are alone on the beach. As the last thing you saw was Armos opening this arcane gate where he lunged through and absorbed one of the blood shards, destroying one of the heads. And then you also saw Drell dive through. You are a pretty good amount of feet away from the gate, but there's this large Hydra head staring you down with its blood red eyes, growling and snarling at you, almost acting defensively over the gate as it's trying to leer at you. What are you doing?
Okay, everybody's doing their part. I need to do my part. I got this. I've been training for this. Melora, give me your aura! And he's gonna cast a 4th level guiding bolt on the Hydra that's staring me down. Oh, and that's an 11.
Yeah, that is going to miss, unfortunately.
And you see Minnis is kind of panicking at this point because he's on his lonesome. I think Minnis is rattled by that. He thinks he should be doing more, and he feels like he should be doing everything in his power to help his friends. And at the very least, he can keep these 2 Hydra heads over here on the other side of the portal. And even though he's shaking and he feels like he's not doing it his best, he runs towards the Hydra. Get at me, Hydra! And he's gonna, I guess I'll bonus action 1st level healing word myself and give myself a little health back as I run screaming towards this Hydra to engage with it.
Sure.
And keep them away from my buddies.
So yeah, you got the one that's in front of you. You got the one to your east that is singing, and then 2 of the heads are around the island where Drell and Armos are. So you approach that, you cast heal on yourself, and is there anything else you would like to do?
And that's all I can do on my turn.
Okay. We're going to move to initiative 22, which is this massive Hydra. We'll start with you, Minnis. The giant one right in front of you on the beach is staring at you. I'm going to have you make a charisma saving throw as it stares at you with its menacing leer.
Charisma, huh?
Charisma. DC 14.
Oh, I got a 3. Flat.
Wow. So you're incapacitated until the end of your next turn. So you lose 1 full turn, and it's gonna go ahead and try to bite you now. It's gonna come straight down on its massive mouth. Oh my god.
Oh, lovely.
It's a nat 20.
Well, I think it's already a crit if I'm incapacitated.
True. It does get with advantage. 47 points of piercing damage as it bites down on you. Now, because you are incapacitated and can't move, so what would happen is that when it bites you, you would have to make a DC 15 to try to escape it. But since you are incapacitated and can't move, you are now engulfed by the Hydra.
Oh, Jesus.
And then Drell, from what you see from your perspective, on top of one of these little mountains on the island, you see two of these Bloodshard Hydra heads coming down on you. Armos is passed out, having his own little experience, and then you see the Hydra head on the beach staring down Minnis, and it just comes straight down, grabs a large chunk of land, and rears its head up and essentially swallows Minnis. Minnis, grasping you within its mouth, it rears its head and swallows you. It unleashes a mighty roar. However, you only hear its reverberations. You begin to fall. Being swallowed by the Hydra, you plummet into darkness as the rubble from the now eaten earth falls all around you. You reach out to try to grasp onto anything, grabbing at air to try to slow you down. However, you can't grab anything. You suddenly land, taking 10d6 worth of fall damage, 41 points of bludgeoning damage, and you land on something rough and broken. It feels like a broken piece of a building or piece of swallowed earth. It is pitch black and it feels very damp and humid. A few drops of liquid fall onto your skin and immediately burns. You wipe it away and light a torch or your...
I already have my feather on.
Yeah. You wipe it away and you light your feather to see that you're now inside of what seems like a giant cavern made of flesh. Around you are pink pulsating walls. Below you is green acid bubbling like a pool of hot water, and carious objects and hard substances acting as platforms. You are inside the Hydra's stomach.
Whoa. Am I out of incapacitation when I fall? Is that the idea?
Yeah. So next turn you will be okay to move, as you're now in like a totally new environment. You're no longer staring at this thing. And we're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 20, Drell.
I look at Minnis and I look at Armos, and then I look at all the Hydras around me, and at this moment Drell has no idea what to do. I think he's maybe gonna give it a little bit. He's gonna see what happens with Minnis, and if he needs to jump back through the gate at a later time, he will. But for now, with Armos being incapacitated, I think he's going to try to do something here. I know we're going to regret asking you this, but are the Hydras on my island not going to go?
Oh, they do. I totally forgot. You're absolutely right. Yeah, so the two Hydras...
I'm a fair
You're
player.
very fair. Yeah, so the two around you are definitely going to take bites. The one to the west is going to go ahead and take a bite at you. With a 15 to miss.
Reaction.
Okay.
Just whenever you can do the second one, but I want to.
The other one is a 24 to hit. So we'll do the miss first.
Okay. So with the miss, I would like to riposte the attack and
sure
attack back. Yeah, I'm try to get in everything I can on these guys. That's a 26 to hit.
That hits.
That's 29 damage.
29 damage. Yeah, you go ahead and hit him as he misses his bite, dealing 29 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay. And then the other one is going to hit you with a 24.
Yep.
And that is going to be 27 points of piercing damage. And then make me a grapple check to try to escape of a DC 15.
That's a nat 20, so it's a 30.
You get out of its grasp easily.
Perfect. Yeah, I don't think so. Not today, buddy.
You see the two heads are very close to each other as they almost conk each other on the head. And then it's going to go to your initiative 20. What are you doing?
I'm just going to start blasting. Hitting them with my sword. Yeah, I'm just going to continue to attack back. So I would like to attack the one that I believe it's the one that hit me. It's the one I've done more damage to earlier. So I'm just going to continue to try to do damage on like the more hurt one, I believe. That is going to be a 29 to hit.
Hits.
Perfect. Second attack is going to be a dirty 20.
Hits.
That is going to be 55 damage.
55 points of damage.
Yes. I'm rolling my dice correctly today.
This one looks very much hurt. It's looking like it's bleeding as much as a bloody crystal shard hydra can possibly bleed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Definitely feel like you're putting some numbers on it. What else are you doing?
I would like to bonus action second wind to get a little bit of HP back.
Sure.
Cool. And then that'll be the end of my turn. I'll just roll that as the next person goes.
Cool. We're gonna move to initiative 18, Armos.
Present.
As you are once again in the heart of Bayloon, staring at a Christo, as he seems to have this maniacal smile upon him, and he seems to just be monologuing to you as you're just standing there. He knows that like you're trying to get back to the fight. He's trying to keep you here for as long as possible, and he goes, "Completing the bridge of our worlds is the agreement. However, this beast was placed here as punishment for those that came before you. I would ask you to leave it be. However, I think we are beyond negotiating. Is that fair to say, Almost?"
You think I'm gonna leave? You're telling me to pay your debt in blood shards. Contract was already there. Blood shards in front of me, and you're telling me not to take these blood shards because of a favor to you?
That creature, that false Hydra, was never meant to be found. In fact, it was instructed to leave you alone as long as you adhered to our contract.
Well, it poked the bear, and now it's got me and my friends.
And he looks at you as you say that. He finishes moving the clouds out of the way, and then you see a vision. Looks like he's casting a spell, but the spell is showing you a vision. And there is a satyr, curly goat horns, decayed, rotting skin hung from shackles attached to a massive blood shard-like apparatus draining the life force from him. And he goes, "But since you have come all this way, just to adhere to our deal, our agreement, like I said, showed me much more promise than I could ever hope for. Showed me a true flaw in my own plan. However, has given me hope that Umbrea has so much more to offer when I am done with what's left of this puny soul's life." Closes the portal, closes the vision off, sends you back, and you are now back on top of the Bloodshard Island, tome in hand, now ready to go. It is your initiative. We're only going to say that you lost your movement this round, half your movement, because you're getting up, but it is now your initiative.
Reaction.
What?
I know. Dude, I totally forgot. I attacked 3 times. I only did it fucking twice. Can we just add it in, or do you think it'll be too much?
Probably a lot.
Next
Dude,
time.
it's just, I forgot we leveled up. I'm just not used to attacking 3 times.
That's a lot. 3 times is a lot.
I'll remind you next
All
time.
right. Jared, your turn. Fucking stupid DM. That was mean to me.
Yes, you stand up, losing only half your movement speed after that quick conversation with the Christo, as you see Drell battling one of these heads, as there is another one just above where you are, leering over you. What are you doing?
All right, is there a blood shard in my vicinity that I can go and smack with something?
You only have half your movement, so...
One to the west and one to the southwest?
Yes.
So I can't make it there. So I walk my tiefling little feet over to 15 feet towards the southwest blood shard that's sticking up, and I turn around as I get there and assess my situation. So I have Hydra head on my left that Drell is fighting with, and then I have the Hydra that is staring me down onto my right, correct?
Correct.
I'm gonna focus the one that Drell is hitting, and I'm gonna use... I think I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast it. How about that?
Sure.
All right, 3 Eldritch Blasts coming in, and the first one is a 12.
Miss.
Next one is a 27.
Hit.
And the next one is a 4. They keep going in the corners.
Miss.
All right. So it does 8 damage and gets knocked back.
It does get knocked back 10 feet. With its gargantuan size, it's negligible, but it does shift ever so slightly.
All right, I'm done. That's my turn.
And while still on initiative 18, the Hydra is going to use a legendary action and is going to try to bite you as you turn its back to it. So the one behind you, the one that was leering over you, is going to go ahead and take a bite attack on you.
Oh no, please don't.
That is a 21 to hit.
Okay, well, obviously.
And it's going to be 26 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, piercing.
Oh, you're right. You take half.
Yeah.
Also, convenient. And then what else are you doing?
I'm getting attacked. What else are you doing?
Whoa, it's still your turn. All right, I did it at the end of your turn. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
you're
right.
right,
You're right.
you know
Right.
what?
Right.
I'm gonna use Hellish Rebuke. Reaction.
Oh!
Boom.
Send me an Armos.
Yeah, get in there. Woo! You heard your boss. He doesn't want this thing dead. Are you gonna stand for it? Too bad. You're going. Has it make a dexterity save of 18?
Sure. Yeah, 21.
Rude.
You see Reginald disappears, reappears in front of the Hydra head. Reginald goes, I'm sorry. And then the Hydra head quickly moves out of the way, dealing how much damage?
18, but half.
That is 9 points of fire damage. So we're going to move to initiative 1, which are the Maw Demons. There are some on the beach, but none of them really, you don't really see anything. They're not really doing anything on the beach. They're actually just kind of like congealing and doing their own thing. But Minnis, you see from inside the monster's belly, you hear, actually you don't hear anything, but you do see that there is movement nearby. To your north, you see some movement in the dark, wet cavern as you see these little maw beasts moving around the giant Hydra's tummy. And then we're going to go to initiative 23. Minnis.
Sid, what am I doing? Maybe my dad was right. I'm in over my head. This is bad, Sid. This is really bad. I get up and I just want to look at my surroundings and just see what's around.
Make me a perception check. As you stare around this giant flesh bridge hovering over biles and lakes of what seems like stomach acid.
5.
You do notice movement, but you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You would have to explore more to see what's going on.
All right. Well, I guess we gotta do something, Sid. And I'm just gonna go and start going north, 30 feet.
As you travel along its what seems like its smaller intestine, so to speak, in comparison to how large this Hydra stomach is, you do see one of these large maw beasts slugging along its intestine, and then you see an object fly past you super quick. It looks like a book of some kind. Goes right across your face. You look over to your left, and you see that there is a Minotaur that is, it looks like it's unconscious or barely breathing. And then you see another Minotaur hovering over it as if it's trying to protect it. You see Numi.
Numi! Oh my God, Numi! How'd you get down here?
As you yell out, Drell and Armos, you hear that through the helmet because he's speaking through the helmet.
Oh.
And I forget I can't yell to her.
So you can yell, but it doesn't sound like that. However, you do see a reaction from Numi as she looks over to you and tries to yell at you, but you don't hear anything because you have the helmet on.
Yeah.
You're deaf. What else are you doing on your turn?
Right. Okay, right, Sid. Let's take care of this first. And I'm going to, I guess I'm just going to attack the Maw Demon in front of me first. And I'll use Melora's Sling.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a 20 to hit.
Hits.
So it takes 14. Also, I failed my concentration check, so I'm no longer using Hunter's Mark. So it does 14 plus a d4 plus Sid. So it does 20 total damage with Melora's Sling.
You hit this maw beast, and as this like mouth slug is like chugging along trying to get to Numi's position, you hit it with the sling. You go, and like pops on impact.
And can I hit the one across from Numi to the west?
Yes. That is 50 feet away. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, perfect. I get to reroll it. That was a 15.
Hits.
Oh, thank goodness. I will never miss against these then. For reasons. 13 points of damage.
Dead. Pops.
And then with a bonus action, I would like to use Healing Word on the unconscious Minotaur to see if that helps the Minotaur get up.
Yeah, you can try. Absolutely. So you go ahead.
Well, if you say it like that, maybe I won't.
Fair. You go ahead and cast Healing Word. How much does it heal for?
7.
7 points of health is restored to the Minotaur. And sure enough, he sluggishly gets up. From where you are, you can tell that this was the potion shop owner.
Oh. And then I yell to my friends, guys, I'm inside. I found Numi. Oh, this is horrible. That's my turn.
If you see the blacksmith, don't save him. You know what? Forget to save him. How about that?
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
We're going to go ahead and move to initiative 22, which is the Hydra. Back up on the surface, it is now 3 against 2 with one of the heads still singing. It's 4 total. We're going to start off with the one by the east, which is closest to you, Armos. And since it's now 5 rounds have passed, his recharge is now up. He's going to go ahead and use his breath. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw of a DC 18.
23.
Ooh, as a pinkish mist spews from his mouth, you're going to take half of 56 necrotic damage. The head to the north that was by the beach is going to go ahead and move to the island because it no longer sees Minnis. So it's going to move from the beach, head towards the island. It's going to bite on Drell with a 23 to hit.
Reaction.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my dragon's tail to increase my DC.
Yeah.
So my AC is now 28.
It misses. Okay. While on its turn, the other one is going to use its blood spear. The bone spear emerges from its mouth. It's going to aim and shoot it at you. So while you still have 28, wow, I got a nat 1. Flies by Drell, goes way over Armos and lands in the ocean. And now as a bonus action, it's going to stare at you, Drell. Drell, go ahead and make me a charisma saving throw over DC 14.
Dude, I'm so good at these. Haha, 19.
You are not frozen in fear.
It was on a 3 for the longest time and rolled over to the 19.
Nice. We're going to go to initiative 20. Drell, before we go into your turn, it's going to do a lair action. Minnis, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw over DC 12 as stomach acid begins to leak from the walls of the Hydra's tummy.
Nailed it. It was like a 16.
You're like feeling a little bit of the burn because like the stomach is like moving in and out, but you're not hit by enough of it to take any damage. You just know you want to stay out of the way and keep moving. We're going to go to Drell staying on initiative 20. Drell, what are you doing?
You know, Tony, I do also just want to point out that last turn when I forgot my third attack, I reminded you that the Hydras, you also forgot to attack the Hydras, and then you attacked me with them instead of passing since you forgot to. But that's
I don't recall.
We can move on. We can move on.
I don't recall.
That's pure. See, a Nicium would have made it fair.
Too.
Yeah, he was like, I forgot the Hydras. The Hydras can attack. Oh, Alec, no, you forgot. No, sorry, we're moving forward.
Keep on pace. I mean, obviously.
I am going to use my 3 attacks to attack the Hydra that I'm currently in a battle with.
Sure.
So that's going to be a 24 to hit.
Hits.
That's going to be another 24 to hit.
Also hits.
And my third attack is going to be a 24 to hit. Holy crap! I just rolled 3 13s in a row.
Crazy.
That is crazy. I don't think I've ever done that before.
Whoa!
Look at
24s in a row.
So I would like to also make this a distracting strike. So when I hit my third attack, so that is when you hit with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to add to the total damage. And then everyone else that attacks this one next turn has advantage against it. So that's going to be adding another D8 to my total damage, which is going to be
80.
It's 89 damage.
All to the same head, right?
All to the same head. That's correct.
Yeah. And tell you what, because I'm such a nice guy and you forgot to take your third attack last turn, I'll let you take a fourth.
Okay. Okay. You know what?
She's
No,
gonna miss anyways.
No, yeah.
Roll it.
The 25 to hit. I was so close to rolling that 20. That would have been so much better.
Dude, I would have loved if it was a 24.
Oh, imagine that.
So that's an additional 28 damage for a total of 115 damage.
Damn. As you're attacking this head does not like you, as you are like straight up knocking teeth out of it. And it's trying to roar at you, but once again, you only hear the vibrations. You can't actually hear its mighty roar.
What'd you say? You gotta speak up. I can't hear you.
Okay. And then we're going to move to initiative 18. Armos.
Okay. I'm gonna make it to the Bloodshard on the south part of the island and give it a good old whack as my movement and action.
Also, I forgot to mention, I was like, wait, where's the fifth one? And I realized the Hydra was covering it. This is the fifth one right here. That was my boo-boo.
Fifth what?
The
Fifth one.
Because there's 5 heads and you
Yeah,
destroyed
5 heads.
one. This is the 5th cluster of Bloodshards. Yeah.
Well, I would have done that one when I got up. Or
Yeah. My
that
bad.
one should have been dead already.
My boo-boo.
Wow, Tony's
run
really
south.
schemazing
Yeah,
I'm
us
Tony's-
sick, all right?
yeah.
Leave me alone.
I thought you were good.
Got
Better
a lot
with
of
drugs,
fever
dude.
dreams. The drugs are wearing off. I need another hit, boss. You run south, you hit another Bloodshard cluster with your tome, and everything goes white. This loud sonic boom shakes the trees and foliage around you. Drell, you see this large gust of wind blow past you, and you appear back in Bayloon. However, Christo is not standing before you, but you do see Reginald in his massive form. However, he looks like not cowering anymore, but he looks somewhat relieved that a Crystal's not there. He looks at you, and you wake back up as the tome unleashes all the energy into the Bloodwell as the bridge gets closer and closer to the silhouette castle.
That's my movement and my action, and I'm still on my feet.
You are knocked prone, so you do lose half your movement. So,
All right.
oh, but one of them it gets destroyed. Go ahead and roll me a D4.
Number 2.
Number 2, which is the one that Drell was fighting.
No.
I turn around and look at Armos. No. Really? I was doing this by myself, Armos.
You see as the Bloodshard Hydra head begins to pop and crackle and then goes to explode, and as all the blood and guts fall to the ocean, they quickly turn into this red etherealized energy and slowly fade into the island. We're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 1. We're gonna go ahead and zoom in back inside the Hydra's belly.
Zoom.
As as more of these maw monsters coming from the top part of its stomach slowly coming down, closing in on Numi and the potion brewer. And that's gonna end that turn. We're gonna go up to initiative 23. Minnis still inside the belly of the Hydra. What are you doing?
Killing these bitches. All right.
You gonna kill Numi? No.
No. All right. I gotta take care of what's in front of me. One step at a time, Sid. One step at a time. And I'm gonna shoot my sling bullets at the one in front of me. That is a 23 to hit.
It's
And that takes 11 plus Sid's 5. That's 16 points of damage.
pops. Dead.
And I run up to Numi, and as I'm running towards Numi, I'm going to attack the other one. That's the same exact roll, actually.
It's
For 10 plus 2. Only 12 points of damage on that one, but I will make it a hunter's mark to do 6. 16 points, 18 points of damage.
dead. Pops.
And I run up to Numi, and with the rest of my bonus action, give her the last helmet.
Do you have the last helmet?
I do.
I didn't think you'd have the last helmet on you. You go ahead.
Why
you
would I
give her-
not?
I don't know.
I wasn't gonna leave that behind.
I just didn't know who was holding it, but sure. Yeah, so you go ahead and you take out the last helmet and you give her the helmet. She looks at you puzzled as you see that she's trying to talk to you. But you're not sure what she's trying to mouth to you.
I'm pointing vigorously at the helmet.
You see that she's like looking scared, looks at the potion master, and then looks at you again, and then
put on in text.
And then everything goes completely silent for her. And then you see at the top of your mind's eye, Numi has joined the chat room.
Guys, Numi has a helmet on. She's with me. Everything's gonna be fine.
Why can't I hear anything? Why can I hear you? Where am I? Why is everything so dark? I don't know what happened. I was just going home, and then all of a sudden I got swallowed up, and then I'm in the dark cave. Minute.
Don't panic, but you were eaten by the Hydra.
What? And then as she's like,
my turn ends.
As your turn ends, she's like stumbling upon herself. The helmet kicks in, and she suddenly remembers everything that's happened. And she was like, and then as you're still, while your turn's ending, you see that she has like a revelation, and that she's going to one of her books that she had, like she has like a bag, and she's like scrambling to get to one of her books that may have been swallowed up with her. We're gonna go ahead and go to initiative 22, which is the Hydra. So we're gonna go back outside, zoom out, and now there's only 2 of these Hydra heads, leaving the third one still singing. The one to the north is gonna move closer and bite on Drell with a 26 to hit, dealing 16 points of piercing damage. The second one is going to emit a vicious scream. And then you see the one all the way to the east that was attacking Armos before looks at you and lets out a howling scream that you see that everything begins to vibrate around you. Make me a Constitution saving throw with DC 18.
21.
You pass, and you're only going to take half damage here.
Nice.
You're going to take half of 44 points of force damage. And then it's going to try to look at you as it stares at you. Make me a Charisma saving throw over DC 14.
Oh, God. All right, let's do this. I'm going to use a luck point.
Why would you roll?
I rolled an 8. It's just a flat D22, so that's the hardest part for me. That's still not going to do it. Do I have any luck points left? I have 1, but I don't think I'm going to use it. That's a 12. Oh, wait, that's a saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Okay, I'm going to use Indomitable.
Oh.
And I'm going to re-roll a failed saving throw.
Okay.
That's only an 11. I rolled it even worse.
If you don't use it, you lose it. Am I right? As you are now stunned. Yeah, so you are now incapacitated. So the end of your next turn. Speaking of, we are moving to initiative 20. So you can't act this turn. And then Minnis, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw over DC 12 as stomach acid begins to fall onto you.
20.
You pass. No acid hurts you or Numi. Then we're going to move to initiative 18, Armos.
As I'm walking over 15 feet to the next Bloodshard, I want to snipe the creatures on the
Maw demons.
Maw demons. There they are. I want to snipe the Maw demons with Eldritch Blast.
You're gonna kill little babies on the beach and not even doing anything.
Yep. And then I squint use some safety squints as I blast some very bright lasers after them, and I get a 16.
Hits.
15.
Hits.
And then a nat 20, which is a 30.
Hits. Oh, you're doing it for the 10 hit points. Got it. Okay.
You figured me out.
It seems a little arbitrary.
So I got a 11, and then a 15, and then this one is double, which is 14. Do I roll 2 dice, or do we just... What's the way we do it?
These things only have like 10 health. So
perfect. That's exactly what I want to hear. 3 of them are dead. Bah!
And all 3 of them explode. You killed 3 of them. These poor little ball baby demons.
Woo! Poor mod demons. Come on.
Way to go, Armos.
Got me so much. Okay, then that's my turn.
The Bloodshard Hydra is going to go ahead and use the legendary action and is going to bite you, Armos. Let's see here. With a 19 to hit, dealing 18 points of piercing damage.
Easy.
Easy. Okay, awesome.
It's heft.
And then we're gonna move to initiative 1. So you hear the cries of the leftover maw babies, and they look like they're crying for the ones that you just viciously destroyed.
Perfect.
As we go to initiative 23, Minnis inside the belly of the Hydra.
I guess I'll listen to. Is Numi going on my initiative?
Yeah, so you see that she turns around. She goes, I thought I had the book here. Wait a minute, now it's all coming back to me. And she's like throwing things out of her bag. And then she takes out the bestiary. The same bestiary that she handed off to you, the one that you borrowed. And it's like, I know I wasn't going crazy. This bullfish are cute and everything, but there's no reason why we be fascinated so much about bullfish. I already know all about bullfish. I already did this when I was learning in school about bullfish. And she goes back to the page where it was ripped out about hydras and then shows it to you. And she goes, they were never ripped out.
What?
And you see the page, the hydra page is right there. All information about hydras, all different types of hydras. Ocean hydras, sea hydras, grass hydras, tree hydras, bush hydras, all types of hydras.
Green hydras. What? I guess, do I need to use an action to look at this, or?
No, she's just trying to show you something. She goes, it was there the whole time. That's why you couldn't repair it. It makes so much sense. And then she goes to her own journal, and then as she's scrolling through, she goes, I knew there was a reason why I was forgetting customers' orders, and then people would come in, or I would just have extra orders. It was making us forget. And she gives you her own journal, and everything is like, there's like random things crossed out for some reason. Anything that had to do with the Hydra's existence, Minnis, was crossed out. Or people that had picked up orders that suddenly weren't around anymore was crossed out.
Oh,
and
yeah. This makes total sense, Numi. I appreciate this, but let's talk about this when we're safe outside, okay? And I look around at all the bubbling bile, acid, and the stomach.
So that was my next question. Where are we?
Well, I already screamed it at her.
Oh, did you?
So
we're
cut that.
inside the thing?
Yeah, so let's get going. And I'd like to investigate for a way out.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check as you trying to look to see where you could go.
Not great. That's a 13.
You look all around, and what you can really do just by trying to get your bearings, you look up and there are these 5 massive holes. However, 2 of them look clotted over. You know 2 of the heads have been destroyed, which is why 2 of these are like sealed shut, and they're like pulsating as they're like regrowing in its place. And there are 3 open holes as like intestines would, they're like opening and closing. You could assume that that's where like each of its necks, that's probably one of the holes you fell out of. And it's in the ceiling of the stomach.
Right. How high is that up?
It's going to be about 80 to 100 feet.
Right. Minnis is going to go. Well, first he's going to talk to the other shopkeep. All right. Hey, nice to see you, shopkeep. Can we need to get going. I know this is crazy, but and he just hears blah 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 blah, and the Minnis goes, all right, you can't hear me. All right. Or maybe does he hear me? But I can't hear him if he spoke.
You see he's trying to talk to you, but you cannot hear him.
Oh, I can't hear you. Sorry. We have this helmet thing on. Just come with me and look for a way out as we go. And Minnis is going to go 35 feet to just the edge of the stomach lining, the wall, leading them with me. And I'm just going to try and cast a 3rd level guiding bolt on the wall to see if I can just blast through this with holy energy.
When you make it to the wall, you notice that the shopkeeper, his name is Lionel, by the way,
Right.
having a hard time moving with you. And then you look at him and you see that like, yeah, the healing like brought him back up. And then when you see his back, you see a lot of it is like digested away. You do see like fragments of blood shards all along his back.
Minnis pushes him into the bile. No, I'm kidding.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, Lionel. Imagine.
I just wanted to be like, hey, you know what Armos would do?
Oh. Numi, I don't think he's gonna make it.
No, there has to be a way for him to get him out. You see that Lionel takes Numi's hand and he like kisses the knuckles, puts it on his heart, taps it on his chest to give her like a sentimental gesture. and then goes down to his knees as he's like trying to push on, but his wounds are just too great as they are fatal or going to be fatal. And he's like trying to gesture the two of you to go on.
I nod solemnly. I just want to give him like a flower that I might have picked up like on my travels. You know what I mean? Just something to stay with him from me.
Sure.
And then I solemnly nod and I pull Numi with me.
He takes one of the flowers and he puts it into one of his collars over in his vest. He has a vest on and he has a little front pocket. He puts it there and he taps on it. And he gives you like a weak smile as you pull Numi away. Are you big or small?
I'm big.
All right. And Numi is tearing up, and she talks to you guys. She goes, it's all these memories I had with him just now suddenly rushing back to me. This is the strangest thing ever.
I know, Numi. We'll talk about it later. Right now, we need to get out of here, and I'm gonna try and blast through the lining with a holy blast.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, thank goodness. That is a 25.
That will hit.
And that is 22 points of holy damage.
You deal
Radiant.
22 points of radiant damage as the walls begin to just shake a little bit, but nothing really happens. But there is radiant scarring along the stomach lining.
Like, does that give me any information on whether or not I could blast my way through the stomach?
No, not really. You don't think you can blast your way out of it.
Oh. Well, Numi, we're going to have to find another way out as I end my turn.
We're going to go and move to initiative 22. We're going to go back to the Hydra heads. We're going to go, the head to the north is going to attack Drell with a 17 to miss as it tries to bite. The head on the west is going to try to attack Armos, reaching over the island with a 29 to hit. Damn. That's going to be 24 points of piercing damage.
Heft.
As the third head is still singing into the sky. We're going to go ahead and move to initiative 20.
Okay. I would like, which one is Minnis in?
He's technically in all
Just
of them.
in the stomach of all of them, yeah.
They're all connected.
But there's no way to like try to help get him out.
We got to get to the stomach.
He's inside the so I will go ahead and just keep doing what fighters do and swing big heavy things. So I'm going to attack the Hydra head that's right in front of me, and I'm just gonna say to myself, really hope this is the head Armos is gonna get rid of next. And that's gonna be a 29 to hit.
Hits.
I'm gonna use my last luck point on that one. I only rolled a 15, but I'm feeling a little adventurous.
Feeling dicey?
Nope, that's 19 to hit.
Hits.
Nice. And last one, 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. And I will make this another menacing attack as well to add another D8. So that is 86 damage.
Damn. This one's looking very messed up as you are slashing away at the Hydra head.
I look back at Armos and I say, this one's mine.
You don't have to look back. I can hear you through the helmet.
Oh, yeah, okay. But I point to it and I say, this one, the one I'm pointing to. I call
Got
dibs.
I give him a thumbs up even though he can't see it. Just to
And as you point to it, he's going to use the legendary action on you, Drell.
Okay.
And he's going to try to bite you again.
Okay.
With a nat 20. That's going to be 46 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so that is going to be halved to 23. And then I am also going to use Stone's Endurance to reduce the damage by 1d12 plus 5 to 5. So 10 damage. I'll only take 13 damage from it.
And then we're going to move to initiative 18, Armos.
That's me. I'm running to the Bloodshard and smacking it with my book. Chia. Ah!
You run westward onto the island and you smack another massive Bloodshard cluster. Boom! You get sent back to the Bailu realm. The Bloodshard, your tome, is now in the well as the well absorbs all the souls from that blood shard as you come to. Go ahead and roll me a D4, re-roll them.
Oh, well, it's a 4.
The singing Hydra head now explodes into blood and guts, and as it falls into the water, it disappears into this mystical energy. Minnis, you notice that when the head erupts, that inside you notice that the energy from one of the fallen Hydra heads, as you hear the vibrations of the head essentially being blown up, you see that the energy comes from the ceiling now that you're focused on it, and you see this faint red, shadowy, purple energy fall from the ceiling to a specific point within the stomach.
Oh, I knew it was going to be one of these balls.
Yeah, it is indeed one of these balls.
For context, we're looking at like welts, not like what you're thinking, audience.
We're looking at these flesh welts, these giant massive ulcers in a Hydra's stomach. Yes. They look a little nutsacky now that I'm looking at it more.
Okay, calm down.
And you see that the energy falls and it looks like it's being absorbed into one of these giant flesh zits. Armos, what else are you doing on your turn?
Is smacking my book gotta be my action, or could I have used it as a bonus action?
No, it's definitely an action.
Damn it. Well, then I'm done.
You see that as the head stops singing, the other one of the heads rears back and begins to sing to take its place. And we're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 23. Minnis.
All right, Numi, we gotta get going. No time to think. I don't know if this is the right call, but just follow me.
Okay, I trust you.
And I'm gonna use a dash action to get 75 feet closer to the big bulbous thing.
You see as you're running along and she's trying to keep up with you, since you're a lot quicker than her, you're holding her hand and you can hear her heartbeat racing through the helmet. And she's thinking to herself, oh my God, I'm holding his hand, I'm holding his hand, I'm holding his hand. But there are her own thoughts, but they're transmitting through the helmet.
To everybody?
To everybody.
Oh, he's so in. Oh my God.
Guys,
That's hilarious.
how do we turn this? I gotta focus on this fight. I want to hang up this call.
The last thing I do before I end my turn is I say, Numi, stay here. And I put my hand on her, over her heart and cast Sanctuary.
You see she blushes immensely as one of the Sids jumps off you and onto her, goes, meh, 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 and then Sanctuary is now casted over her.
And I turn around all heroically, but when the camera whips to my face, I'm blushing extremely hard.
As it does. What else are you doing?
Cut to outside.
heroic pose. Going to the outside. Whoosh. We're gonna go to initiative 22, which is the Hydra. As one of the Hydra heads is left to attack, it's going to attack Drell in its rage. Go ahead and roll me a D6, Drell.
D6, cut it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a 1.
Damn. Does not get its chargeback. So it's gonna go ahead and just try to bite you. Damn, it's gonna be a 16 to miss.
Reaction.
Okay.
I'm just hitting it with my sword.
Now wait a minute, didn't you use Stone's Endurance?
See, what had happened was that was my reaction for the one I didn't use beforehand. Fuck, no, you're right. I totally forgot about that. Never mind, no reaction. That would have been a 26 to hit, though.
just be wary.
That's gonna be its turn, and we're gonna go ahead and move to your turn, Drell.
Now I'm gonna hit it. That's a 26 to hit. No, I'm just kidding. That's a 30 to hit. Okay, so 30 to hit. I'm gonna recklessly attack as well this turn. So I'm gonna roll with advantage. That's a 23 to hit.
It hits.
That's gonna be a 22 to hit.
Hits.
So this is also going to be another menacing attack, Tony. So Armos will receive advantage if he wants to just attack normally. So it's just going to be 80 flat damage.
How do you destroy it?
Yes. I think I just chopped its head off in the most violently bloody way possible. Like, I think all 3 of my turns are just giant whacks at the neck, and each attack is just slowly, like, getting deeper and deeper into the neck, and then my final attack just completely decapitates it and the head falls into the water.
On its last attack, right when it missed you, your turn went right after, and when it went to go retract its neck, that's when you made your 3 attacks, and as you're hacking away, you completely decapitate its head as it crashes onto the island and slowly melts in front of you as the crystal shard right in front of you melts away with it.
Oh, thank God.
I tried to brush off the crystal shards as they melt away, like so Armos and Reginald don't see it. Like, don't worry, I got this one.
Hey, I think he's holding out on us. I think he's holding out. I think he's got some. As now there is one Hydra head left that is currently singing. What else are you doing?
You know what? Actually, screw it. For a bonus action, I'm gonna drink a potion.
Sure.
Cool. I'm gonna just take a health potion.
We're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 18, Armos.
So I'm prone again.
Yep.
Damn it. I'm so close.
You're so prone to being prone,
I'm
almost.
5 feet away.
Reaching the book out.
Yeah. I turn and I'm gonna use the Eldritch Blast on the 2 guys on the beach, the 2 little mom monsters, and then 1 on the singing Hydra head.
The babies.
All right, so the first 2 are the babies. The first one is a nat 20. The next one is a 12.
Okay, and for the Hydra head?
An 18.
The Hydra head misses.
Wow.
Oh.
9 damage and a crit, and then 15 on the other one, so they both die.
Yes.
And then that will be my turn.
Going back to the top of the round, initiative 23, Minnis inside the Hydra stomach, standing heroically as Numi staring at her possible paramour in such a cool fashion. Minnis, what are you doing?
Yeah, I immediately turn around and go, actually, when I said stay here, I forgot the spell doesn't actually mean you have to stay there. You can like stay close, and I keep going forward, and I'll go 20 feet forward. And can I just do a bonus action check on it to see if I should hit it or if I should do something else with it? I don't know, just to see what's going on with it.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a investigation check on it or a perception check.
That was a nat 20.
Ooh. It looks fleshy, weak, and it reacts to energy being absorbed into it. So one of these heads was just destroyed from above, and just like the last one that Armos had killed, the same type of energy goes towards that gland specifically. And then you see a trail of blue energy from where Lionel was laying down as his essence slowly goes to that organ as well.
All right, Numi, I don't know what's gonna happen. So, if I blow up the place, we should go out sometime. And I start attacking it.
Oh!
We make it out of here. And I just start attacking it, blushing completely.
Go out where?
Yeah, go out where, Minnis?
And I'll shoot at it with Melora's sling. And I'll use a bunch of my bullets, of magic bullets. And that's going to be a 38 and a 21 to hit.
It's
And I'll use Hunter's Mark as well. So that is 27 points of damage from my sling, Hunter's Mark, Sid. And then that is also 11 points of thunder damage.
You see, as you attack this gland, it is going to be double damage and is vulnerable in this spot. Drell and Armos, you see from the outside the neck, the Hydra head that is singing this drone immediately stops as Minnis attacks this gland. And in a sharp, sudden motion, Minnis and Numi, you two shake in place as the whole stomach rumbles. And the drone stops singing for a moment as like, and like regains its composure, shakes it off, and begins to sing again. Bang. We're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 22, which is the singing Hydra, and it's not gonna do anything as it's commanded to always have a drone up. And we're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 20, which is Drell.
I don't really know. Can I just make some sort of like perception check of the way we've been destroying this stuff? Or like an investigation check if like, I want to try to figure out if we do hit the book on the last ones, like if we can tell if something bad will happen to Minnis while he's still inside. Because as far as, I guess we do know Numi's in there with our helmets, so I guess both of them, if that's possible.
With your current information, no. You wouldn't know. There's not even a roll I can give you to even check that.
Well, then it's the end of my turn because I have no idea what to do. Because Armos is just gonna hit the thing next turn, so I mean I'm not even gonna waste my turn like attacking it. So
Dodge action.
Yeah.
Dodge action, sure.
Yeah. Well, no, because I mean Armos goes next. So yeah, no, I guess I'll just get my turn. End of turn.
Dodge action, just in case.
Go ahead and move to initiative 18, Armos.
Guys, I found the weak spot. Bang.
I don't think I should hit this last one. Minnis, how you doing in there?
I think I found some weak spot. I'm gonna destroy it on my next turn. I'll try. Minnis is just in there. How's it going up there?
Pretty much cleaned up. We're just trying to make sure we don't accidentally snap you out of existence.
Snap us out of existence?
No. That's not what I said. No.
What do you mean?
Wink. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't work right now. Hang on. I'll get back to you. Hang on. Okay, I'm on the wrong side of the aisle. I almost want to like jump into the water to see if it has a body. Like,
oh.
You know what I mean? Like how big
To
this
see if
thing
it's like
actually
attached
is.
to the island or something.
But I'm too far, I think. I can make it to the water, but yeah, I don't think I can see anything on that side. I'm gonna stay here just as insurance. God, this is tough.
There's only one way to find out, almost.
We're gonna wait till our friends are out of there first. I'm gonna just Eldritch Blast it, just to weaken it up a little. So I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast. 28.
Hits.
15.
Oh, misses.
And a 16.
Oh my goodness.
Rude. I did 8 damage to it as I move right next to the Bloodshard with my book at ready as soon as Minnis comes out of the thing.
Just stab it, almost. Just stab it in.
We have to wait for them. They're almost out.
But like, worst comes to worst, then they'll just be with us, you know?
All right, so that's my turn.
We're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 23, Minnis.
This is Minnis' fight. He needs to kill this thing. And
I mean, if anybody could kill it first, go for it. But Minnis just continues his attack. Holy crap, that was bad. 21
Hits.
and a 18.
18 hits.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness.
While you're shooting your sling at it, you see that Numi runs up and she's throwing old books at it. She's taking like all her older journals and she's chucking them at the thing with you, trying to give you some support.
If she attacks, she's out of sanctuary.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
You see that she wants to drop it to try to help you. She goes, "Let me fight. Let me help you.
It's okay, Numi. I've got this.
Look, you don't have to do this by yourself." And she's like trying to throw the books out of sanctuary. The sanctuaries are bouncing the books back.
And I do 28 damage with the sling and the bonuses from Sid and my Hunter's Mark. And then an extra 14 points of thunder damage. Yeah, 42 points of damage.
That's going to double to 84 as you see that the singing Hydra head once again like collapses into the water and then realizes it's being attacked from the inside out and is now raging. It is no longer singing.
It rages.
That is raging. It looks like it's going to do something on its next initiative.
Uh-oh. Minnis doesn't see that though. I think Minnis is just screaming. Not in his mind, but screaming with his voice, even though he can't hear it.
As you're pelting this organ with your shots. And then we're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 22. As the Hydra head, the last one remaining, realizes something is wrong and is being attacked and it can't concentrate on its drone, it's going to move closest to the island and start attacking. It's going to reach for Drell. Ooh, with an 18 to miss. And it's going to look at Armos. Armos, give me a charisma saving throw of DC 14.
Easy. Is there any way he could even fail it?
22.
You are not stunned as we move to initiative 20. Drell.
With Drell not knowing what to do, he's going to take another potion, and that will be his turn.
Okay. We're going to move to initiative 18. Armos.
Minnis, how's it coming? Things are getting a little strange out here.
Oh, they're strange in here too. Does it, do I sense any more degradation of this bulb?
You are definitely hurting it. Like it's whatever you're doing to it, it's causing it to react on the outside.
I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast to knock it backwards. 29, a 28, and a nat 1. Okay. 9 damage, and then 12 damage. It gets knocked back.
You see it gets knocked back 10 feet as it's still within range and still very angry. What else are you doing?
Just holding my ground.
All right, we're going to move back to initiative 23 inside the belly of the beast. Minnis, what are you doing?
I'll use the Nature's Veil, because why not?
Where'd you go?
In his panic, he's just, his manic state, he's just goes invisible, not thinking. And I'll just keep attacking it with sling bullets, yelling and yelling and yelling. 26 on the first attack.
That hits.
And a 23 on the second attack.
That hits. Did you guys know Minnis can just disappear?
Yeah, he kind of does that sometimes.
Yep.
It's so cool. Is it like a nervous reaction or he does that?
Yeah, wait till you see his other ability. You'll see it later, don't worry.
My other ability.
It's so talented.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know why he does it, because, you know, with how big he is and stuff, it's like, why does he need to go invisible?
So that's 68 points of damage doubled.
Ooh, 68 points. That's already doubled, or?
It's 68 is the normal.
Oh.
So 136.
Oh, damn. Finish it.
Minnis keeps yelling, shooting sling bullets, and if you'll allow me, he runs and jumps off and floats with his SIDS and continues to slash at this with my rapiers until it's just obliterated.
Yeah, you definitely jump off all cool like. You jump onto the giant pulsating zit as you slash it away. You see that the giant Hydra head above Drell Armos is going to like lunge at you. It's trying to snap at you too. And then you see the island begin to crack in place as a large fissure erupts in the middle of the island, causing a large schism. Inside the island is a large belly, which is the belly of the beast. As you see it begin to slowly open, Minnis, you see the dusk sky illuminate the dark cavern of her stomach as the light begins to pour in, as you raging, slashing it mindlessly, as you're finally attacking the heart of the beast itself. And you see that as you're slashing, you see blood and pus, but you also see the essence of blue energy leaving the giant organ. And rather it going anywhere than it normally does, like when Armos absorbs something, that same energy from Lionel when he just passed away a few moments ago, and that red energy that the Hydra was, when it was slain, it went into when you noticed as it came from the top of the ceiling. You see that these little specks of blue light fly out. Armos and Drell, you see these little specks of blue light fly out from the fissure, and they start to go towards the sky. You see the swirl of blue lights, almost like a slow-moving tornado of light, move up into the air and seems to be dispersing into the sky, symbolic as it's almost approaching the heavens. And then the last Hydra head begins to shake, rumble, and pop, and falls into the ocean before it turns into its own energy within itself. And then almost before you see this pulsating bloodshard ore vein in front of you, the last one on the island. And that's where we're going to end this week's session.
Damn.
Dang.
The Hydra has fallen.
What a good fight.
That was a long-ass fight.
Yeah, it was.
It's like the most action.
Two good episodes, yeah.
Hey, big bosses deserve big fights.
Oh, man. It's something, I mean, it was the last thing I said, but that's a first that we've definitely encountered with a tornado of lights coming out of the stomach.
Yeah, tornado of blue lights.
Tornado of blue lights.
Possible name of the episode.
There you go.
Gotta put my blue light glasses on.
Just seeing Minnis rage out against this giant zit.
Yeah.
Ah!
I feel like Drell's the only one that basically fought the Hydra head on.
Right? Honestly.
Armos was mostly books and Maw Monsters.
I was
was Maw Monsters and
damage.
Zit.
I feel like I took all the damage.
Also that, yeah. I'll talk about that in the after show.
Yeah, there was a lot of oh my god, I was sweating at one point during this fight. But yeah,
why were you gonna sweat?
no reason in particular. We'll talk about it in the after show.
I do want to like live in the moment where we're subtly hinting at Numi that Minnis is actually short, or you know what I mean? I just want to keep being like, oh wait, you need to hear about all the tall tales about Minnis. Oh man, I can't wait. Isn't it
no short
high
order
time Minnis gets a new perspective on things? You know what I mean? Just like really just keep stepping up. He's really been stepping up his looks lately. I just want to just live in that moment where we just keep throwing zingers at him. Minnis' new look's really growing on me, isn't it? Life's short, but apparently Minnis isn't anymore. What? Oh.
I just can't wait to see what happens when Minnis actually shrinks down.
Oh, dude, I wrote down what I want to happen.
Oh no.
How I'm gonna role play it.
How do you want it to happen? You tell me.
A role play when it happens.
True. All right, I can't look forward to that one.
He's like, Numi, look, I'm really a down to earth kind of guy. I'm really down on the earth. Hang on.
I'm down on the earth. Yeah, we'll see next episode, probably.
Oh man, yeah, absolutely.
They say good things come in small packages. Today, Minnis is outside that box.
Oh my god. Any more short jokes?
I don't know. I got nothing.
I'm sure I'm gonna think of.
I'll think of more in the
I
after
can't
show.
reach them. So
Yeah. Got him.
How many more big potions do you have?
we'll talk about it in the after show.
Oh, that's the 0. No. Okay. Yes, we will talk about it in the after show. So while I get to this point, we can finally talk about what the thing is in the after show.
You already said it.
I did, but
you also put it in one of the images.
What images?
On our side, the notes.
Yeah, but I don't think. I don't know. We'll talk about the after show. All right.
We literally said it.
With that being said, does anybody have a recommendation to send us off this week?
Dune 2 is pretty good. Very loud movie, by the way. So if you go and see it like in the IMAX or something, it's loud. But
bring your eargasm earbuds.
Yeah, visually is pretty cool. I don't know. I thought the first one was way better, in my opinion. The second one, I expected a lot, and it didn't deliver on what I was expecting it was going to do. But I think it set it up for a third one in kind of a weird way. I don't know. A lot of things. I liked it, though. It was fun. I would recommend it.
The Space Sand Opera.
Yeah. So what I want to recommend is also this one is actually a TV show, Shogun. If you haven't seen it,
is it good?
It's so good. It is insanely good. Like,
really?
Yeah, so good. Like, I'm highly impressed with it. It's super good.
The the ads didn't do it justice then, because I saw those ads and they looked cheesy, and I was like, this is gonna be
super
like a
boring.
Grey's Anatomy like throwaway kind of.
Not even close, dude. It's gory. It's intense. It's like, it is, a lot of it is in subtitles because they speak it's in English and in Japanese, so if you don't like reading subtitles, you might not like it, but I put subtitles on everything. So like, even if it's in English, dude, I just put subtitles because it's, I don't know, sometimes hard for me to hear, so I like to be able to read it so I don't miss out on stuff. But
and that's one of my favorite actors of all time.
Such a good show, dude. I highly recommend. Highly recommend
Hiroyuki
it.
Sanada.
Yeah, dude. I was just about to say that. Yo,
I
he's
love him.
so good. So good.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, I it's hard. So I watched right now, I think officially as of today, well, as of recording, which is the 11th, there's 4 episodes out. So if you want to be able to go watch a few of them, you can. I made the mistake of watching 3 of them, and now I got to watch one at a time, and it's so good. I want to be able to just binge more of it.
Okay.
So yeah. So if you and people go watch it, and if you don't like it, then you can flame me in the Discord or on Twitter and tell me why you don't like it, and I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Is it a okay? So like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Did you ever see that movie?
No, I have not.
I'm kind of curious if it's more of like an action,
It's I would say right now it's more of a drama.
Oh,
like
okay.
it's
Okay.
it's more like there is action. Like I said, it's a gory, violent. Like I think in the first episode they kill this dude and it's intense. Like they, it's a gory show, like violent. There is action, but it's more of a drama
type stuff.
No.
Gotcha.
It's more. It's all about like politics in Japan and like with the expansion of the new world, like from the west going east, and it's about like it is a little bit religious-y because the main plot line is like about Protestants versus Catholics and their expansion into Japan and the cloak and shadows of like influence in politics and stuff. It's super good. I just think people should go watch it for sure.
I was gonna say religion-y. Dune 2.
It's not.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I just
Really?
watched Dune. I just watched the first Dune for.
That's way much.
Well, great.
I just
Rex,
watched
guys.
Dune for the first time. Yeah, like 2 days ago. So I got to go watch Dune 2 in theaters now.
Yeah.
Great Rex. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on to our Patreon supporters. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Later.
Minnis, keep reaching new heights, buddy.
Hey, it's me, Drell, and welcome back to Drell's Bodacious Bodatorium, the only gym for all the right muscles. I want to thank you all again for being the best members ever. I just have some notes here I need to go over. First, we have the Shadow Smugglers. I want to go ahead and give the Dread another shout out. Thanks to him and his green flames, the sauna is back in business. There's a sign-up sheet right outside the door. Also, Jack Sonasinki, 30-minute maximum sessions, 4 hours is not allowed. The Dread, get a smoothie on me, big guy. Speaking of smoothies, Alara Dawnstar is our newest employee at the Blend and Bulk Fitness Smoothie Station. Her training got off to a rough start, but make sure you stop on by and say hi. We want to put her skills to the test. My favorite is the Lelouch's Ice Cool Berry Blast. Remember, if you use code BOXY at checkout, you get 2% off your first order. What a deal. Next, we have Reese, the cycle instructor we all know and love. Reese is currently on vacation. He said something about exploring Humbrea and seeing the sights. So, in the meantime, Anma will be taking over the classes. Let's see here. Classes like Ride Like You Need to Survive and Baby Got Bike. All other classes will be postponed. Don't blame me, blame Reese. Julius Kendrick has been temporarily suspended as lead lifeguard. Something about his certifications being invalid and not being able to practice until further notice. On a completely separate topic, our lawyers have asked me to read the following statement. We do not condone the use of any and all Shadowfell certifications being used on the material plane. This next note is from Slimy, who works our front desk. They've brought to my attention that many of you walk straight past them without checking in. I've let them know that they are now able to use any force they deem necessary to stop people who have not checked in. Miranor canceled his membership several weeks ago, and I still see him here. I will catch you. All of you. You have been warned. Next are Bloodshard Bandits. Reigns, I was told you were caught taking gym selfies in front of the mirror again. Tank tops are cool, but if they don't really cover anything, then what's the point? Trust me, I'm a guy that appreciates the art of muscle flexing, but this is a family-friendly gym, bud, so you're gonna need to tone it down. If you want, the semi-annual Drell bodybuilding competition is still open for signups, so make sure you check it out. Warden, the staff told me what you did the other day, and I want to personally thank you for being the unofficial protector of the gym. Those stinking jazz rats keep trying to sneak in and steal supplies from the smoothie bar. I've decided to offer you an exclusive deal. For every jazz rat you collect, you will receive 1 minute of personal training time with yours truly. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Morgan Olthill, please remember we have a companion daycare drop-off outside for a reason. Even though the fox is extremely cute, we cannot allow them inside due to, rules. If we catch you smuggling the fox in your cloak one more time, I will be very mad. Please remember to bring your ticket for pickup. Artemis, the weight room is for everyone. I respect the hustle, and trust me, I, out of all people, understand using every single 45-pound weight and plate is necessary, but we need to remember to share and also put them back when you're done. Keep getting swole, bro. Rocco the Croco, I see you over there on the elliptical while eating your protein bars. I'm looking at you right now. Hey, Rocco, don't look away. I'm more impressed than mad. But for safety, we're gonna need you to eat and then run. I also want to thank you for being the only person to buy the tuna and lemon flavored bars, or else they would just sit there. Aaron Drayson, this is your confirmation for a private room from 2:22 to 2:30 on Tuesday. I'm being told you want the room so you could practice your 2-weapon fighting and sword dueling in front of a mirror. 1, I don't know how you'll get all this done in 8 minutes. And 2, why does it start at 2:22? Anyways, it does. See you then. Next is Rommel. Please make sure you dust off and wipe your feet upon entering the gym. We see the dirt you track in, and the staff, aka me, is not too thrilled to have to continue to sweep up after you. I mean, also, where do you get that much dirt? It just keeps coming out. It never stops. Do you say, I'm gonna go to the gym, I better fill my pockets and boots with dirt? The next is the Sidget College alumni, Andrew Hall. We here at Drell's Bodacious Bodatorium appreciate your consistent need to study, especially during a test week. But you're taking up most of the seating at Bulk and Blend with your books. Please be courteous to others and share the space. Also, there's now a 1 smoothie per hour requirement for all guests not working out. Sakajewa, we've got some complaints about you hogging all the good machines. According to some of the complaints, it seems that your phone time to rep ratio is off. Please remember, for every 1 minute you're on your phone, you should be doing 3 minutes of workout. Other people need the machines too. Make a playlist, bud. Patrick Winterstorm, aka Punk, I just want to give you a big shout out. I've got several acknowledgements that you're a great gym partner, always there to give a spot if needed. You're always looking out for your fellow gym goers, and the staff here at the Bodacious Bodatorium appreciate that and appreciate you. You can always spot me. Saint Chaos, I heard you're the person to talk to if we need some stuff. Our normal distributor for the Bulk and Blend fitness smoothies has suddenly disappeared. We have not seen or heard from him in days. I think he's gone missing. Someone recommended I reach out to you. I like brews and I like a good deal. Please contact Laura for details. Sergio, please stop asking us to look in the lost and found bin. You've asked several times in the past week to see it. If you just tell us what you're looking for, we'll probably be able to help you find it. We here at the Bodacious Bodatorium always return stuff to its rightful owner. An unrelated note, I totally bought these sunglasses. Well, Armos did, and they were very expensive. Sly, the Were Creature Rage Rooms are available for a reason. My trash cans cannot take any more damage. We have the I'm a Were Creature and I'm proud class, so make sure you check it out. I'll see you there. Next, we have Humbrea's Heroes. The following guests are banned from the yoga room and use of yoga balls and all other yoga equipment effective immediately. Alex Dredd, Caleb Schneider, and Johnny Tarr. You know what you did. Please make an appointment with me to get your privileges back. They're for yoga, not kickball. Also invite me next time. Also, speaking of misuse of equipment, Mr. Man with Glass, Odie Mel, Will Miller, and Nubs. The racquetball court is for racquetball only. If you four continue to play freeze tag, please take it to a place where no one cares, like the tennis courts outside. Also, side note, I don't know who plays freeze tag by throwing ice at each other. Weird. Well, that's all the notes I have for Drell's bodacious botatorium. I just want to thank you all again for being the best members ever. We appreciate it. See you next time.